I ain't even want to give y'all the gift yet. I ain't even want y'all to hear the bars yet. I just wanted y'all to sit back and see the reactions of my face and his demeanor as he's spitting his shit. Yo, this is what it's about. That passion, that drive, that energy that an MC has when they spit in a hot 16. Y'all want to hear more? Watch the rest of the interview. Drop the intro, yo.
We can't breathe, they tryna box us in. Yeah. All these bodies dropping, ain't no oxygen. Gotta watch it, you in hell, it might be poisonous. Gotta love this life you live and enjoy the shit. Yeah. The cost to live, we at the bottom, can't afford the shit. No. Trump on CNN playing ball.
Hi, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, September K, Bronx, Beats and Barz in the building. We are at Pier 5, Brooklyn Promenade, one of the safe spots in Brooklyn.
One of them.
One of them.
Just one.
I'm here with King Fabiio of Brownsville, man. What's going on, Playboy?
Man, I'm coolin', man. Saying, sucker free scene.
As you should. So behind the scenes, I have been trying to get a hold of this young man for a couple of weeks now. Last night, like I got a quick dub on the Facebook Messenger. I felt like I was a fan, but you know, he's here though now. He's here and I appreciate you coming out. We want to talk a little bit about Brownsville first and foremost, because me living in the Bronx, I've heard growing up, yeah, Brownsville, oh, you don't want to come to the Ville, Talk to me about growing up in Brownsville.
Actually, I didn't come from Brownsville. I'm actually from Ft.Greene.
Okay, that's another place I heard when you can't walk through.
It's nasty. It's just like Brownsville.
Okay, so
just like Brownsville.
Let's break that down. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so it's like my moms and my pops, they from the fort. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So at like 4 years old, my moms had moved to Brownsville.
Okay.
So that's when I moved to Tilden. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And out there, when I first got there, I came in with my mom. I probably was like 7 years old. Look at nigga, pardon my language, a brother's whole brain was on the mailbox. Just at 7 years old, my mom's had to turn my head. So it always been, a bad area, but you can find good in anything.
Right.
It's just what you bring to it. You get what I'm saying?
That's
so
a fact.
Yeah, it's hard. It's rough. It's definitely not one of them places that you can sit there and be like, it's safe to raise kids, and it's just nah.
What are some of the survival skills that you learned, like, from then to now? Like, that's a lot. That's a trauma in itself.
Yeah, honestly, I came up robbing, man. That's what we knew. Like, that was like, like, I always talk about it. I talk about it to my friends, to my younger brothers and shit like that. And I don't bring it up. What's up? It's my daughter.
Hi, pretty.
What's up? You want water? Come on, it's right there. I can finish my interview. Yeah, so Brownsville is just like, I always explain to my guys, like, in Harlem they hustle. You get what I'm saying? They hustle first. You get what I'm saying? To get what they got. And Brownsville was more tape. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Brooklyn is just tape. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Brownsville is just the worst area. So it was robbery. That's all we seen. So that's how I honestly came up, And then after a certain amount of time of going to jail and doing things like that, so.
You have a song called The State.
Yeah.
And that talked about, like, being in and out and whatnot. Like, what was that experience about? Like, just going in and, like, because this interview, all jokes aside, like, I wanted to get personal with you because listening to your music, like, you've been through some shit, and it's not just something to glorify on wax. It's something that you really are putting in your heart and soul into, and you want these people out here to know, like, this is not right.
Yeah, this shit ain't
right.
It ain't made up to what it's supposed to be or what you think it is.
Right.
Like, hell no. And to stick on your question, I was like 13 the first time I got locked up, and it was for robbery. You get what I'm saying? And it just kept repeating. So I just grew up in the system, from juvenile to Spofford to Crossroads to OCFS to Tryon to wherever you want to, wherever they could place me. Besides Brookwood and stuff like that, Sergeant Henry Johnson's Youth Leadership Academy, and it was just a bad environment, and they used to tell me, the guards used to tell me, like the COs and shit, they used to tell me, you're gonna graduate. And it's fucked up. If anybody been in these situations, they know exactly what I'm talking about. They used to tell you, you're gonna graduate. You're gonna graduate.
What is that, like, is that
They ain't talking about a diploma and a cap and a certificate for your mother to smell like. They told you gonna graduate to the next level. From here, from juvenile, you're going to the state. You're going to big boy jail. They got that. They see that already. You probably already in here 2 years. and they already telling you about to go do another 5 or 3 with the big boys. They just telling you that. It's not like it's mandatory or you're gonna do it.
Right.
But that's just how they feel. Like,
if you don't get it together and whatnot. But then it's like when you have situations like that, like what can they do about reform? Like where's the reform? And is there, or was there a time when you was in that you felt like, oh, there's a way that this system can help me turn my life around, or they just was like, nah, you just another number?
I could say probably only one place. I'm not, I don't try to put sugar on nothing.
Yeah.
Sergeant Henry Johnson, Youth Leadership Academy. It was a black vet. He fought in the Army. It was a long time ago. So it was a long time ago, but he fought in the Army or whatever, and they awarded him a Purple Heart. And he had passed away, and they started like academy after him, but it was a juvenile. It's really a juvenile, medium juvenile.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there they was really like old sergeants and things like that. They was basically guys coming from the Army back and forth on duty and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? They off duty, they was coming back and showing us. That's how I know how to do 45-degree angry parade rest, all that.
Oh, I'm a vet, so I know.
All that shit. So I know how to do all that shit because of there. And they put a lot of principles and installed a lot of morals and values into me. And before I left, I got my GED. So I can say that was one place that actually stood on this, actually was trying to change kids. Didn't just give them a DIN number and say, get out of here, It's actually trying to change kids. When you left there, you left with your GED, you left with a certificate, you left with something. You get what I'm saying? I guarantee you left with more values and principles,
Right. So you are, in like, in the hood, your videos and stuff, I see you gang affiliated. I don't want to get too deep into how you got there, but what I sense that a lot of people, because growing up you see Bloods, the Crips, you're like, oh my God, they're dangerous. But then I know personally a lot of gang members who are trying to do better for the hood. Like they are trying to make the hood a better place, or just their environment and just show like, listen, it's more to it than just this, but if you're in it, you know what I mean? What are some of the misconceptions that you feel are surrounded by being in a gang?
Honestly, I wouldn't even lie. I wouldn't even sit here and I couldn't even. It's you have some misconceptions, you do, but I just feel like it go both ways with that because a lot of the times it can't be a misconception only to the people that don't know, like the outside world.
That's what I'm saying.
But the people that's actually like, let's say, I wouldn't like stereotype nobody, but in the hood, you can see. It's not misconception because it is what it looks like. People die, they lose their life, their mothers go through it, they gotta bury these kids, these young boys, their mothers out here selling plates, to bury them, GoFundMes. You get what I'm saying? So it's not too much of a misconception.
Facts.
It's not too much. You get what I'm saying? Like, and it's not like, and it's just like, with the gang thing, it goes both ways. You get what I'm saying? Because like you do got actually good guys out here that's actually trying to change their shit, and they not gang members. I mean, they not gang bangers, they gang members.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? It's a difference.
Okay, please break that down, because see, again, outside of looking in, I'm thinking everybody is just
a gang banger is somebody that's creating a criminal enterprise. This is what he's trying to do, or starting, or probably been dead. He assaults people, you know what I'm saying? Or he or her shoots or whatever he gotta do for the gang in the name of the gang. So make this gang go further. You get what I'm saying? Whether it's vicious, whatever kind of acts he do. Now a gang member is somebody that's reformed. There's somebody that already been through the gang, they seen the gang already. They already know what's going on. They've been talking to OGs that already got life. And they throwing them on the game like, yo, listen, you better not do that.
Yeah.
You better not go down that road. Look where I'm at. Hey, it's me. 25.
Right.
The life.
Right.
I'm the one that was putting on before you started this.
Right.
So it get different.
Right.
I can't call them guys gangbangers no more.
Right.
This guy's intellectual. Like, he's speaking.
Right.
Just because he got bars on him, that don't mean nothing.
Right.
He still got a brain. He still could talk. He's not a zombie.
Right.
Just because it's shackles on him, that don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I'm saying. It's a difference between a gang member and a gang banger.
This is stuff that we see on television, and we're like, we see our kids like, getting into this and throwing up this and throwing up that, and they really don't have any clue
of what they're doing,
and what this is about, and why is this happening. Some people are gang affiliated because they need that brotherhood or that sisterhood because they not receiving that from the outside.
And some people don't have it.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why I say, like we was talking about, people that's in the hood, they can see and understand. You get what I'm saying? And it's not really too much of a misconception because they get it. It's the outside.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you can see it. Like,
but these are the things that people really need to understand. Like, it's like, sometimes you got to be grateful for the situation you're in. And if you don't have to go through that, don't put yourself through that. Or if you see somebody going through that, try to help them out.
Right.
Show them a different way. So going from that into music, when did the transition begin?
Oh, I always was rapping.
Okay.
My father showed me how to rap.
So.
Yeah, when I was like 7 years old.
Okay.
It's nice as shit. I always like the way he played with the words.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I'm like, this guy's like.
What's one of the first like songs that you remember your dad spitting, or do you remember like any bars that he had in particular that just stood out? Yeah? Like, do you have anything like any songs that you remember, or?
He said,
because if we could dig it up, you know, I could put it on the show.
He said, no, this is what he said. He just straight told me. He said, I like to sport long leathers in the winter weather. I pack a Beretta. I run through your precinct. Whatever. I pack guns forever. I'm quick to pull the trigger on the gangster figure. I bring a bitch right out this nigga. Ft.Greene, born and raised. I'm rugged. Shit for bringing tear and fears. I love it. My stock soars every time my gun rolls. Saying rock win wars and break laws. I'm on the way with jakes and snakes for their plots to try to end me. Talk about they full with envy. The outcome punitive. The only thing you could do to rock is make rock a fugitive. I lost my mind. I said, hold on, dog. You can't be talking like this.
Right.
No way.
Yes.
No way. And I said, like, he was bugging. I'm like, oh shit, you get what I'm saying? And he showed me how to do it, and I was just sitting there. And I remember my first rap name was Python. Python.
Give it up for Python.
That was my first rap name and shit like that. So that was it. And he told me how to do it. And I was, ever since then, I just was a fanatic. I just kept messing with it. And you know, going through the jail shit was making me better because I was sitting down and writing. Even if I was home, you know what I'm saying? But I was home, I was basketball, girls, you know, doing all kind of bullshit, you know, not like that, but wasn't doing the right thing.
Right.
But and then I had more time to sit down. I got to write. You know what I'm saying? I was reading. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept getting better and better and better and better. And I started watching myself, putting myself on the balance. Like, you know what I'm saying? I did writer's block for like 6 months. You know what it's about.
Oh, I know.
I write the same shit.
I know.
Like 7 times, the same way, saying the same shit. Like, yo, why I can't get nothing? Like, I'm going to the studio, fucking it up, you know? So I'm like sticking the spot up. So I'm like, damn. So I started watching it, like, you know? And then every time I came back over writer's block, it like, my flow grew like 2 times.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't, you know? Like, I
Right.
can see when I'm spitting regular, you know,
Right.
to the point where I'm like, whoa, I leave the pad alone. You know,
Right.
we all get one of those moments.
Right.
Whoa, where the fuck you get that one from?
No,
You feel me?
I used to have to call my cousin like, yo, son, you gotta hear this.
Yeah.
She's like, oh my God, you are.
You bugging, like, what the fuck is up with you? Who did it? You know how you ever got with who did it? Who got you mad?
Yes.
It's like, nah, son, I don't know. It
Just feeling it, right?
yeah,
You
it just
in the
came
zone.
out. And it started growing like that, and I just kept fucking with it. And then ever since, like, you know.
We gotta cut this short real quick.
Yeah,
We're gonna
that's
go
a
into the
fact.
flow of the show so we can talk more about this with King Fabiio.
That's a
So
fact.
Timber K, Bronx, Beats and Bars in the building. We be back with the flow of the show.
Put a dawn on it. Put a dawn on it.
If your wordplay is subpar, sorry, you gotta go. The only way to stand out is if you got flow.
What's up, y'all? So Timber K, Bronx, Beats and Bars, back here at, where we at? Pier 5 at the Brooklyn Promenade with King Fabiio. So I just asked him, like, you know, where'd you get your name from? And he just told me he remixed it. So
Yeah.
let's get into your name. Let's talk about that real quick before we get into these bars.
Yeah, my shit King Don Fabiio now.
Oh, King Don Fabiio.
Yeah.
Okay, and why is that?
As I elevated it. Like, you know, King is selfish, you know. They most likely, you see, not to be preaching or nothing like
Nah,
that.
that's
but
what we here for.
yeah, they selfish. They're more for themselves. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Like, when, like, the kingdom, you get what I'm saying? It's not for the family.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So then, if that's the case, why not drop the King?
Nah, because I was a king first.
Okay.
I had the elevate.
Elevate. Okay. All right. There you go.
That's when I got to the Don. The Don
Okay.
is somebody that puts the family first. He hustles for his last name before his first. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference.
Okay, you over here just let me get my notes.
So that's where Fabio is this my son RP, my son Fab. Allah bless his soul.
Yeah.
He was one day we was in the crib, we was chilling or whatever, and we watched Max B a lot, free Max B, free the Big Bell, through the wave. We was in the crib and I had just came home. Once again I told you this jail thing, August 13th. And we was in the crib this summer, I never forget, and Max B had dropped something on the Come Up DVD.
Okay.
So he was wilding, you know, he was going at Jimmy at the time.
Yeah.
So, you know, they was going back and forth, but it was just something he said, and it just made sense in my life. He was like, I look like a boss, I smell like a boss, I taste like a boss. You see Fabio? You see Fabio?
Yeah.
So my man Fab looked at me and was like, yeah, this you, boy. This you, boy, like this is you.
That is funny.
And with a coincidence, I ended up taking the name, and he had a studio and he had a vision of rap. He was dope. He was a dope guy, like artist, like a videographer. He did everything. You get what I'm saying? Everything, like everything. Cover art. He did everything. Like, everything you could think of, this guy did. And he had gave me the name. Because I had a lot of girls at the time. You know, I just came home, so it's so
you all
body
over the
all
place.
up, you get what I'm saying? Growing. You feel me? Running down on everything. You come here, I love you, and bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you know, he had gave me the name, like, yo, bro, like this is you, like this is you, cause you running around, this is how you moving right now, like. And I took it and I rolled with it, and I was we was just making songs. He had like a booth in his room, and it was like, I tell you nothing, it was like a mic. He had a mic in his shoebox, like a shoebox with the mic in it.
Yeah.
Writing on paper, recording this shit like my dog, man. RP Fab, man, for real, forever.
So how would you describe your style of music? Like, what is it that you would say is your niche, your set in stone in this here game?
Well, it grew.
Okay.
Like that's why I'm waiting. Like for now, that's why I said it's like you could tell from the Get Back. This the song that I just dropped. Like I said, in the previous, you know. It's more pain in it. I'm not holding nothing back. You know what I'm saying?
You really did let go and Get Back. Wait, because there's a quote and I have to say it. Wait a minute. I don't even want because I be wanting to get shit right. Nah. Big Slug, do you love your bitch? That's why I killed Raw. I was like, he is disgusting. No, I heard that. I was
moving crazy. This nigga moving hot.
I said, wait. You just wait. Why would you say that? But you know, hey, you get what you get, right?
Yeah, man. Like
so. Before the Get Back, right?
Yeah.
So Son of the Ville Volume 1. I like Into You, because you know I like all that hood shit, but I love when a hug dude could get sensitive and I love all that shit.
Yeah, because it just shows
you gotta talk to the ladies, because sometimes you know what you guys
ladies
like.
Biggest supporters too.
Yeah, we are. We
Absolutely.
really are.
They gonna buy it. Niggas gonna watch this shit on YouTube.
But the ladies would have did to it. Like,
they gonna iTunes your shit and they app read it. It's already downloaded. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
They gonna show
and that's
love.
a fact. That's a fact. I love that because it's like when you, as women, we see like the outside looking at, we see the pain sometimes. Sometimes we see the hard shell. Right. And then when you get into the sensitive shit, you're like, he got a heart. He goes,
sound cool.
You know what I mean? Like, yes.
Absolutely.
Then you in love and shit. Now you got the #1 record.
Absolutely. Tell them about it. That's
because she's an empath. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So you know that's how it goes. But where were you at that time?
Oh, at that moment, in Son of the Ville Volume 1, looking back in hindsight, I was just the music, and it's gonna sound crazy. The music was just. It was just me. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like it's not what's coming now. Like it's not Son of the Ville Volume 2.
He said that was just it. That's it.
Yeah, like it's
okay.
not because I like it was at the time of my life. I could see it wasn't my best. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Maybe because of where I'm at now or how I rap now or how I go now, but I just feel like it's a don't get it twisted. It's a beautiful piece of work.
and you
it's
didn't
body of work.
You didn't oversaturate us.
Yeah.
Like you gave us 6 songs on that?
Yeah, because I ain't trying to do too much. I ain't trying to do too much.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, and I made sure I put it together. But see, this is what I mean by it not taking nothing from it. It was designed like that. The body of work, a club song, a female song, a street song, a soul food song. I'm not doing it like that anymore.
Okay, so what you doing in life?
However it comes.
Yeah. Because see, with the Get Back, so you also have SC.
Yeah.
And you have Winners. That's Winners.
Yeah.
So I saw another one on YouTube that you guys did together, and he started the song off or whatever that was pretty dope. It looked like it was like in the winter.
Back Focus?
Yeah, I think that's
Back
what it
Focus.
was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So with those, will those be on the same album, or those two different projects, or?
No, honestly, those are all singles.
Okay.
And that's just my brother. He got something called TNG, you know, whatever he a part of, I'm a part of, you know. But yeah, that's his, that was his singles.
Okay.
And we just working together. That's my brother. You get what I'm saying?
What do you said you're gonna just let it come. So what flow, what moods are you in as of lately? Like,
I'm blessed, man. Allah been blessing me in so many ways, man. Like, just blessed on top of blessings, and my third eye open, I see everything around me, and that's the main thing. And you know, I'm just pure. You know what I'm saying? Just in the best. I'm at 80%. Like, I'm 85.
There's nothing wrong with that. 85, strong 85 is better than a weak 100.
Solid.
All right? Like, solid is the key word, yeah.
Only reason why I'm taking the 15% off, because I ain't been in the studio like that. I ain't but don't get it twisted. I got 60 songs done.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's just now to sit there, break down, go through it, and like I said, I don't want to do it on this is a club song, this is a girl song. I want to be
just let it flow.
Yeah.
The way it flows. Okay.
And whatever fits there, and give them that. Let's do it like that.
Okay, so you mentioned TMG, that's Tilden Music.
Mm-hmm.
So what role do you play in Tilden Music?
Oh, that's my brother's. It's like, it's basically his label.
Okay.
Our label, because you know if it's his, it's mine. He started from the bottom, from the dirt. And it's just, you know, just 2 solid, 3 solid guys, a couple solid guys that's just trying to make something work, man. I didn't have nothing.
What artists do you have on it? Like, what role? So you're like a co-CEO.
Yeah.
So having that hat as well as the artist hat, which one do you find like you are, like, how do you play your role as co-CEO?
I just try to basically stand on my word. You know,
yeah.
Things that I gotta do, I have to do.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But you know, it's and it's not even to my own home. When you wear so many hats, there's only so much you can do.
Oh, I know.
So when I'm not there, somebody else will be able to pick up.
Right.
That's how we keep an oil machine.
Now, what would make you guys, because we have so many like cliques and so many young entrepreneurs coming up, building their brands up, doing all of this fire stuff, like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you feel is one of the main things needed in order to keep it tight? Because you don't want to have well, first we was this way, but now we not like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, what pages of history have you guys taken out of to make sure that you guys stay click tight?
Well, we actually, like, one, we from the same hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, 2 is we locked in. We got a lot of things that, like, I don't like this type person, but like, we both lost our grandmother. We both love our grandmother. Yeah. There's only certain love that a grandmother could give. I mean, you can read people that got that mutual loss. And, you know,
that's the bond that built y'all together. Like,
no,
it brought us together.
Yeah, it's not like that, but I could see a lot of things. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of the ways he got, I got. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the things he do, I do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the things I do, he do.
Okay.
But that's only because of grandma love in certain ways. You know, like,
yeah, the certain morals and values are still from the OGs. That's, you know, like the grandbabies, like, you know, they gonna bless them and stuff.
How you feeling?
How you doing? How you doing, Certificate? All right. Well, you gonna be on an episode.
Yeah, you gonna be. I got you. Always, soul to soul. Absolutely. Look,
see that?
And that's a good game with a gang member. He's not a gang banger. He's with his family.
Yeah.
His kids. You see the difference?
Yeah.
I ain't make this shit up. This shit wasn't scripted.
Right. It just came out. Yeah, look. Aww.
Good guy. From MGB. Marcus Garvey Village. Solid guy. It's my son Snoop. Official.
Yeah. See, look, we got love everywhere.
We just calm. We all the way. We try to get out the hood. You know?
Shit, everybody's trying to get out. That's why we here.
Absolutely.
Now let's talk about the Snotty Rich Clothing label.
Oh man, it's crazy.
Are we? Can we? Is that exclusive?
Nah,
I don't want to use
that. It's good. The first piece is dropping this week, Friday anyway. So it's
make them pieces hit.
Yeah, so it's about to go crazy. Like it's basically a clothing line, and I had first I had my Ether. You know, this is my brother. This is my brother. So we had Hoodway Clothing. It was going crazy, but at the time we had to keep going to KP, King's Plaza, and getting shit printed up, and niggas start throwing. Once he start seeing it start going crazy, he start throwing up in the numbers.
Yeah, the price went up.
So I fell back from it. You get what I'm saying? And then once I put clothing on my shit, I noticed everybody had their own little shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, get money. You get what I'm saying? That'd be the name of their clothing, or this and that. Or, as soon as I put clothing on my shit, everybody's clothing to their shit. You get what I'm saying? I'm a trendsetter. I understand it. So I fell back from it, and I told you I transferred from the king to a don. So it's Snotty Rich. It's just that's the clothing. It's Snotty Rich Dons.
Okay.
Like, you know, that's the family.
Right.
So that's where Snotty Rich comes in.
Okay.
So that's where, like, it's only for the family.
I wear extra large and women.
I got you.
I just want to make sure I get my shit first.
I got you.
You know, so I can wear, it's in the mail. It's in the mail, okay? It's in the mail. That's what I want to hear. That's all.
Friday. What is Friday? The 20th, I think?
Friday is my day before vacation. I want my shit.
I got you. Oh, my phone in there.
So let's get back into the music real quick, because I also listened to, like, last year the pandemic was crazy. Nobody knew where they was going with it. Everybody was just all over the place. And you have this thing with No Oxygen. And I'm like, damn, this is so heartfelt. Like, it was just so heartfelt. I was like, damn, he is spitting. You lost a lot of people. You dedicated that song to a lot of people. You dedicated it to what was happening at that time, how you really put some knowledge in the air as far as, like, how you said when Trump was throwing the fucking...
Yeah, he throwing
the paper towels. Then you talk about how they want to reduce population and what this virus is really about, and how we need to really be aware of, you know what I'm saying, what's really happening, the bigger picture and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, it's, again, I respect the versatility of an artist, because it's like you don't always have to talk about one thing. And for you to touch into that was just like, all right, it's an eye-opener. And it was just like, damn, this is, but was there another meaning behind the No Oxygen title?
Oh no, I was just upset.
Got it.
I was upset. I was very, very, very upset. Very upset.
Yeah.
Because I just felt like nobody was paying attention. I'm looking at, I look like you're an artist yourself. We take our music very serious. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like when Allah give you this voice and be able to talk to people, because everybody can get people attention. You understand? Get people to listen and understand and regurgitate their words and process their words and digest them and actually love them. Like, our music create fans. Not fans, but people that love us, supporters. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I seen everybody on these big platforms and they kept talking about chains and watches and money and fucking hoes and sweating his bitch, and I'm like, I'm at the bottom. Yeah. I'm in Brownsville, Brooklyn. This is my brother. He died from corona. This is the one I made, like, I was just at this cookout yesterday, so I couldn't get with it. Like, nobody gonna talk on this shit. But it was crazy after I did that. Shout out to Lil Baby. Lil Baby, the only one that did the bigger picture. He spoke up on it and talked on that shit, because nobody else was. And they gave him a award for that shit, and that was dope. Yeah. Shout out to the neighbor, that was official. You get what I'm saying? Like, nobody was talking about it. Everybody on cars and bitches. I'm fucking her, and I'm getting it. This bitch sucking it in, and it's like nobody see this. Oh, y'all paid, y'all got money, so y'all don't care about what's going on down here. Just fuck us, huh? Well, I'ma speak for it. Yeah. I'ma talk on it. Yeah. Since y'all can't, y'all don't know how to articulate that. I'll do it. Yeah. And that was my thing behind it. Then my friend, like, it's like I lost
all
like
of that
3
happening.
Yeah. My friend, he had passed away in his bed. He had died. He passed away from corona. Then my other friend, you get what I'm saying? He had a brain
aneurysm.
Yes.
Jesus.
So that was all back to back. So it's like I just was going. I just felt it like nobody was talking on it. So I said, I'm gonna talk on it. I got something to say.
Yeah, I feel you. Damn.
Word.
This year has been rough. This year has definitely been rough. I also like, was it Feelings? No Feelings with your daughter.
Yeah,
and what you were saying there, like the hook and stuff, it was just like, yo, when people are at the bottom, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, from the women to your friends to your family, but when it's time for you to want something back in return,
nobody gives a fuck.
And it was just like, again, when men, especially black men, when y'all open up, some feel that they can't open up. So when you're able to open up in your artistry, it's just like, damn, you feel a little more compassion. Because it's like, geez, like, this what you going through? One video, you, you know what I'm saying? You with your people, y'all dancing, y'all chilling.
Right.
Then the next one is like, you hear this song, and it's like, yo, people go through shit.
Yeah.
And this is why I tell people, tell black men, we love y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
y'all can definitely go to therapy. Y'all can definitely get help. Y'all can definitely say, you know what? No, I don't want to do this. And a lot of men, especially in our communities, don't understand that because they feel like if they do that, then they're looked at as soft, or they look like, oh, fuck it, I gotta just be a man and just stand up and not, I gotta always take the pain and not release it. And I think with that song, and then having your daughter on it, it was just like, you know, shout out to fathers, you know?
Yeah.
Because a lot of kids are being raised by single moms.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up. And then you have fathers who want to be there for their kids and they're unable to, and there's an unfairness to that, you know what I mean?
And
so I just kind of grasped all of that in that song, and I was just like, damn, this motherfucker spitting. Like,
yeah, and it's like that was another situation too. Like I try to, but like I said, it go. You know, like I felt like I wasn't gonna be a great artist until I endured more pain. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it came from. Like, you know what I'm saying? My daughter, I'm going back and forth. You know.
That's a yeah. We don't gotta.
So it's like, and it's like it was just so much at that time, and she's so dope. She came to the studio with me. I be bringing her everywhere. She was coming down. That's how like speak up all the time. And I'm doing the interview. Come on.
Okay.
All right.
You want to say hi? Say hi.
Tell them your name. You want to tell them? Good. I got the water over there.
No, thank you.
Thank the water. Go get the water. Yeah, it was she was in the studio with me, and she's like, she did, it started because I bring a lot of people with me to the studio to, you know, vibe, chill, vibe out. And when she got to the studio, I leave my phone, she go through my phone, she got her own phone, stuff like that. So she took my phone and picked my phone up and started recording me while I was in the studio. My man, shout out to Shoe Shop, my son Shot. Then he was about to cry. He said, son, she's amazing. He said, son, out of all the guys you work with, they sit here smoking weed and drink. He said, your daughter got, she sat here and picked up your phone and recorded you.
Right.
And started taking pictures of you.
Don't.
Like promoting you. He said, son, like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then she like, Daddy, I want to go in there. Come on, you got something to say? Because we, like, that's my baby, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we rock. You know, we got something to say? Like, yeah, come on. Open the studio, cleaned it down, because, you know, wiped it down, the Clorox, the wipes, all that, the mic, everything. Go ahead. They put the stool in there, and she start going. Before I wake up,
and when you like the song, she had her solo moment, and then I'm talking about like towards the end of the song, like she had it, and then you just came back in with the hook, and y'all just blended together. I said, what the fuck? You know, I listened. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, okay. Y'all went, and that was so cute. That was dope. That was dope. So before we finish this segment of the show, let me just ask you, what are some things people got you fucked up with that you want to clear the air with now? Like, don't get it fucked up, twisted, or confused.
Listen, I don't know what's going on and who told niggas the wrong thing or the right thing. But I'm him. There's no second guessing. There's only one King Don Fabiio. There's no, you get what I'm saying? Doobie Loke is back, you hear me? We're not gonna play no games with you guys. The summer's gonna be beautiful, love is beautiful. And that's just it, man. We elevating, everything is elevating. Y'all gonna see from the videos, y'all gonna see from the new style of songs, y'all gonna see from the new music, the new merch, the new clothing line, everything just new. We just on a whole different level. Only thing we gotta say is love is beautiful. We ain't even arguing with nobody, we ain't trying to go back and forth with nobody. It really makes no sense, because it ain't even about $1. It don't make no sense, it ain't about $1. Y'all get it.
Come on now.
I get what I'm saying though, and that's what I be saying all the time.
Yeah.
That's it.
So we will be back.
Absolutely.
With the Sweet 16 segment of the show, because we want to hear these balls. Like, I heard them, but I want y'all to hear them. So we will be back right after this. So to Ft.Greene, Bronx, Beats and Barz, King Don Fabiio
Gang.
In the building.
Gang.
And we'll be back.
16, sweet, sweet, sweet 16, sweet 16, sweet, sweet, sweet 16, sweet 16, sweet, sweet, sweet 16.
What's up, y'all? This is Ft.Greene, Bronx, Beats and Barz in the building with King Don Fabiio. Brownsville, Ft.Greene, all all that for the Bronx. No.
Yeah.
So we are at the Sweet 16 segment of the show where we get to hear these magnificent bars that Fabio is about to bless us with. But before he does, any shout outs, any plugs you want to put out, go ahead, shoot for the stars, brother.
Alright, man. Shout out to all of my niggas behind the wall, man. All my niggas during that time, man. I'm stand up niggas. Shout out to my daughter. Shout out to Allah. Shout out to my family. Shout out to my supporters and the people that actually fuck with me. You know, just stay solid. It's beautiful.
So where can they follow you? Let's get the handles. He got YouTube, all that.
On IG at King, King underscore Don, DON underscore Fabiio, FABIIO, FABIIO. Understand that? And on YouTube is Young King Fabiio.
Alright.
YUNG. Yeah.
So
look for me. Don't miss me.
With that being said, let's get into these bars real quick. Young Don, all that.
Alright.
The platform is yours.
I said, I gave my life to the snot. My neck getting cold, we wiping their nose now. He trying to marry a thought. That nussy is old, she been through the broke pound. Lately, I'm trapping a lot. The plug give a call, I'm flooding the whole town. Keeping my distance, cause niggas be snitching. We know who giving them intel. Playing the fitness high, stretch it, get rid of the weight, put it on a big scale. If I go broke, go in my closet. Tell the public it's a drip cell. Bad bitch with a fat ass, she be working out so it sit well. Brody clutching on this big, I don't think it's gonna end well. Take a pull, then I inhale. Farming soon serving fish scale. Feed my niggas out of fish scale. I got some baddies for your pen pals. I ran it up cause I've been down. Yeah, something like that. It's light though. Not too much. It's something like
I was on the side like this, like,
something like though. You ain't trying to tweak on y'all. You feel me? Y'all niggas be stealing songs, so I gotta be.
Right,
you know what I mean? I gotta be.
can't have everything out there. So y'all check out Young King Don Fabiio, all media platforms. He's in the building. He's a solid dude, good brother. A lot behind this interview. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed getting to know a different perspective because as an outsider looking in, you really don't understand the makings of a lot of things that's going on that society portrays as sometimes negative or fearful or whatever. So to get a better understanding was definitely insightful. So I appreciate that. So in the meantime, Teens House to Ft.Greene, Bronx, Beats and Bars. We are out. Peace.
Different runs, stuff it in the back, you need another loan. Pack him up, you fuck with a lame, now you acting up. Mad as fuck, I'm only one, you inside my passenger. Aqueduct, we in the casino, we be cashing out. Tell me how they safing on my way, but they don't never drown. Different fees, when I chase this money, I be running miles. Too elite, they don't want no smoke unless it's black and mild. What's the tea, you better ask about me, I'm a demon child. Do for lease, I was on the grind, heard my stomach growl. She a freak, looking at the D while I dig her down. I kiss her sweet, but she hella mean, and I